how to get your laundry to go from this with no bench top to this. So I've prepared this area by marking out the top of my bench top, which I've chosen to do at 900 from the floor, or 90 centimeters. This second line here is where the cleat will go. The cleat is what the bench top will be sitting on to support it at the back. On this side, by the sink and next to the dryer, so between the sink and the dryer, will be one leg, a waterfall leg. So this line represents the top of that leg, and the bench top will sit on the cleat and this one leg. The difference with my laundry is that I don't want to put any supports on this cabinet. This cabinet is just hanging on a rail at the top here. So I don't feel confident putting on a support on this cabinet to take extra weight from the bench top. So all I have are two supporting sides, the cleat on the back wall and the one leg, and we have to find a solution to be able to support it on this floating side. And we're going to do that by making a knee brace. I'm just going to bring all the material in, cut it up, and then stain it. Now we are going to sand the bench tops, only the parts that you can see, with Rubio Monocoat. So fortunately for me, I was able to make the bench top from one panel of wood that was 2400 by 900 by 33, and the 33 is the thickness here, which is really nice. So these are the offcuts, and from these offcuts I'm going to make the horizontal cleat on the back wall, one vertical cleat for the first part of the knee brace, and a diagonal cleat for the second part of the knee brace, and I'm going to make them 100 mils wide each. I also want to make a fourth cleat, and that will be for the waterfall leg on the right hand side that goes between the dryer and the sink, so that we can have the leg also attached to the wall into a stud. So that's 4 cleats in total. Now I'm going to cut the vertical cleat down to size, and I'm going to put the knee brace angle aside because we'll have to measure that up when we go inside. Take our pieces inside and install them where they will go, at least mark them up to where the studs are, drill the holes and then install them. We have the vertical cleat, we have the horizontal cleat for the back of the bench, and we have this one waterfall leg which is supported by this cleat here. So I want to keep that knee brace hidden, so it's going to come within the cabinet depth. So wherever it's green, we want to measure from there to down here, and it'll attach to this vertical cleat. So what I did to mark out the angle, thanks to all my IKEA purchases, I have cardboard. I use this cardboard and I butted it up against the vertical cleat that's on the wall now, and the line where I made the line on the cabinet where the bottom of the bench top will go. So I've drawn a line from here, and this is the edge of the cabinet where the cabinet face is, and I want the cleat to be behind that so it stays hidden, or the knee brace to be behind the cabinet so it stays hidden. So I'm lining up my piece of wood along here. I will mark out these angles onto the wood to cut a vertical here and then a horizontal here, and the bench top will sit here, and then the vertical cleat will be here, and it will attach with L brackets. That's marked for my vertical cleat, which will be like that, and that's for under the bench top. I'm going to cut some angles just using my eyes. I'm going to attach these brackets on first to the brace, and then we will attach it to the wall. Now it's time to get the bench top on, but I do have brackets for this side. Look at them, they're hardcore. They feel a bit heavy. So This is 300 by 300, 6 mil, so it's pretty thick, and that will go on here like this. So I won't necessarily drill for the other side. I will drill it into the top. I'll try to. There's not much space there, as you can see, but that needs to be drilled into the top. But this side, it doesn't have to be, because it's got all this to support it as well as the cleat in the wall. Now I need to cut some holes into the benchtop to accommodate the hose, to accommodate the cables, the power cables, so that will come into one, and then accommodate this hose, the outlet, the inlet, and then we're going to chop a little bit of a corner of the benchtop off just so that this cable can fit through. Haven't dry fit the tabletop yet, and I'm a little bit afraid to, so let's just hope that this works. I'm about to bring in the tabletop. I think when you make this, it might be a lot easier because you might have been able to get your machines out. If I could get the machines out, this next part would be really easy. So I need to prepare the hoses and the cables so that I can thread them through the holes once I put it in. I also need to get underneath somehow to be able to secure this knee brace to the top, and then that will complete the fixing really strongly. I'm going to bring the benchtop in, thread all these through the holes, and then try and keep them on top of the bench. Slide it into place, secure it here, and then slide all the machines in, hopefully. I think we're ready for the benchtop. I didn't stain enough, so I'll have to do that. So here's a knee brace here. It's all wobbly, so that needs to come up to support it here. So I've got to get the drill in and screw into here this way, and then that will be stable once that's all screwed in. So I've secured the knee brace, and you can see that there. Not very flat with the screws just because of the angle of the drill. And there's the other part of the knee brace there. And now I'm just going to put some screws into the back here just to secure it, and then we can put covers on them to hide them. That's so secure! That's so secure! Oh my god, that's so cool! Look at my laundry. Wow.